What is going on, everybody? We are back and we are early. Apologies to those 5 p.m. truthers that only want to do a 5 p.m. show, but we had to go a little early today. We're going to rock for about an hour or so, and then we're going to get on out of here. So I'm going to do my best to get through all of the projections, the injury stuff that we have at this point. We're still going to be waiting on some stuff, which kind of sucks, but honestly, based on the time of the games, not even sure we'd get that information in time. But same old, same old. We're giving away a rare tier card. All you got to do is like the stream, subscribe to the channel. You see some people getting a head start like me. Put hashtag early into the chat. That'll give you a shot at a rare tier card giveaway. What we're going to do today, we'll go over some of these games. We'll look at the projections. Top tier projections actually just had an update, which is exciting. And then exciting in the sense that they updated the projections. And then we'll do a little bit more. Oh, did I not send you yours yet, Justine? I thought I got you. Hold on, let me see. Oh, all right. I'll send something over after the show, but before lock. My bad on that, Justine. My bad. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're actually going to take the headphones off for this because the heat just kicked on. It's getting a little toasty up in here. Also, hey, real quick, I'm going to plug a little something else that we're doing. If you have not checked out the brand new episode of Count the Dings, we recorded last night. It dropped this afternoon. I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now. Do me a favor. It would mean a lot if you guys go check it out after this show. So we'll drop it right in there. But anyways, that's enough about that. Let's get into tonight's slate. What we're going to do, we'll get over to the odds for tonight's games. Then we'll look at the projections. We'll get into some questions. Because we're early enough, there's less of you, too. It'll probably be easier to get through the questions. Taylor said maybe actually waiting for live before setting lineups will help me this week because boy. Yeah, tough week this past week. I think we've been like really screwed by some of these injuries, so I do think it's a little bit harder right now to just kind of nail these slates. Like somebody like Jokic not playing, like his ceiling was limited. Cat missed some time, like just a lot of brutal misses recently. But yeah, and we might be in for more of that tonight. So let's get into the slate. Here you go. You can see the Magic are playing the Celtics tonight. 14.5-point spread for this bad boy. Celtics are a real favorite here. 213.5-point total. A lower total. I think, Giannis he's already been ruled in. Don't you worry about that. We'll get to Giannis. But it sounds like a little birdie on the street. Sounds like Paolo's minutes might have gone up a little bit. And if that is the case, man, Paolo becomes a little bit more of a smash. I know his like cap was already kind of up there, so it's not as enticing, but there you have it. That is Celtics Mavs. Celtics Magic. I believe outside of Suggs and Goga, I think that's it for injury related stuff. And the Celtics should be full go here at this point. Again, who knows what happened? We've been getting so many late out like rulings lately. It's been brutal. Then we get the Timberwolves and Knicks. The Knicks are favored by 4.5. We got a 218.5-point total. Karl Anthony Towns, questionable. He missed the most recent game that the Knicks played. I don't really have a lean on this. I'm not really sure. I mean, obviously, if Cap plays, he's a great play. Revenge, right? Julius Randle, Karl Anthony Towns, revenge. Dante DiVincenzo, revenge. So it could be a fun fantasy game here. If Cat doesn't play, obviously, like Hart gets a big boost. We saw Hart play 49 minutes in that overtime game the other night against the Sixers. Brunson gets a nice uptick. Like all of those guys get a little bit of a boost. So something to pay attention to. Here we go. Heat are 1.5-point favorites against the Denver Nuggets with the 226.5 point total. I'm having a tough time figuring this situation out. I think this is the key to like the daily slate, the key to like a lot of stuff this weekend. Jokic, right? So Jokic missed a couple of games because he was sick. Then he came back and he was a late scratch with an elbow injury the other night. And then last night they had already ruled him questionable for tonight's game. With the spread being what it is at 1.5, like Denver being underdogs at 1.5, this kind of makes me think they're not playing. That Joker's not playing. Now, I don't know that. This is just me kind of feeling this out. Now, on the Miami side of things, it's even weirder because we have freaking Jimmy Butler back, which kind of muddies up the waters a little bit. With Jimmy back, me personally, like I know his cap is favorable. It sounds bad. It sounds like the environment's going to be a little freaky deaky. Now, maybe from a fantasy perspective, Jimmy just decides not to pass and he's going to get a bunch of shots up. Ultimately, I own a Jimmy Butler rare tier card. I think I have his limited stuff too as well. So I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Jimmy. Taylor says the Jokic stuff felt like they were giving him a rest day and didn't put him questionable early enough, so made up the elbow stuff. Could be true. I think it's a little bit the 1.5 point spread is a little alarming, in my opinion. I mean, Denver should be favored here, I think. Even though they're on the road, I think they should be favored. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we get that soon. But yeah, Miami, I think that just Jimmy being back kind of hurts everybody. Bam has been awful. Bam has been really, really bad lately. Tyler Hero's been awesome. I guess you could still go the hero route, even though I think Jimmy back hurts that a little bit. I don't know how much historical data is put into the Vegas betting lines, but maybe. One thing I wanted to point out is Khalil Ware has been playing a little bit more minutes. So he had the big score this week in Sorare NBA, mainly because Bam missed a game against, who was it? Against the Clippers, maybe? It was against somebody on the West Coast. Maybe it was Portland. I can't remember. And Khalil Ware went for what, 19 and 13? I want to say, though, I still think he's a fringe play here because even when Bam was back in that Lakers game, Ware kind of outplayed him, had 8 and 11 off the bench. His minutes seemed to be a little bit more secure. So I think you can still go the Khalil Ware route if you would like to. Raptors and Bucks here. We're going to pick up the pace. I'm slowing down. Bucks are 11.5 point favorites, 232.5 point total. Nothing really to see here. It sounds like most of the Bucks, like they did the normal Milwaukee thing where they labeled them probable the night before and then they ruled them all in already. It is kind of nice because there's been a couple of times where Giannis has been probable and then ruled out. He's already been ruled in. From Toronto, no Emmanuel quickly again. It's RJ, it's Scotty, maybe a little Dick. And that's about it, I think, for me. Or Jakob Turtle Purtle. Utah Jazz and New Orleans Pelicans. This line is at 11.5, 230.5 point total. The Jazz are without everyone. They're without everyone, right? So they don't have they don't have Walker Kessler. They don't have Lowry Markkanen. They don't have John Collins. They don't have Jordan Clarkson. They don't have Johnny Juzang. So the guys that really pop so far, and we'll look at the projections, the bank is, no Walker Kessler. Drew Eubanks is going to pop. Bryce Sensabaugh, I think, is a fine play. Keontae George, Colin Sex God. Those are the ones that pop the most, maybe even a little Filipowski. On the Pelican side of things, Zion's back, which, I think DeJounte can still get there. I think he still projects fine. I really like Zion. I just want to be early on the time that Zion's minute limit restriction goes away. He played like 26, 25, 27. I mean, if he gets up over 30 and it's against a team like Utah, he's going to eat them up, man. Like, who the hell is going to cover him on that team? So, really like him. I think CJ takes a little bit of a step back when they're healthy. So, I mean, you can still play CJ. It's a good fantasy environment with 230.5 point total, but wouldn't go too crazy. Hornets and Bulls, this is another fun one. Mark Williams has been freed, baby. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, baby. The Bulls are 4.5 point favorites. Josh Giddey, who's questionable, is now probable tonight. Mark Williams is a smash. Brandon Miller is questionable. If he misses, I think that gives a little bit of a boost to Miles Bridges. Again, 236.5 point total. A lot of fantasy goodness here. Zach LaVine's been fantastic. So, fun game to target. OKC, 7.5 point faves, 224.5 point total. No Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford coming off a monster performance. Only concerned with playing any Dallas Mavs, including Kyrie, who's questionable tonight, although I think he's playing. I think he just didn't play the second game of a back-to-back because he had just come back from injury. Makes sense. My only concern here is that OKC beats them by 40. Now, the one positive thing is OKC's on a back-to-back. Dallas is not. Maybe OKC's a little bit tired. They were all jacked up for the Cleveland game. Maybe they pump the brakes a little bit tonight. On the flip side of that, they didn't play their starters more than 30 minutes. So, like, they're going to be relatively fresh considering it's a back-to-back because they beat the hell out of Cleveland. Dallas side of things, Dinwiddie is fine if Kyrie doesn't go. If Kyrie doesn't go, I don't think he can go there. PJ Washington, Kyrie, Gafford. That's really it for me. OKC side of things, they're favored in a way where I think everybody's playing. One guy we got to point out is Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams has been just a monster with no Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. We didn't see he still gets to 50 fantasy points last night, I think, or like 49 while only playing like 29 minutes. He didn't play the fourth quarter. So I think his full allotment of minutes, it could be something very spicy. So J-Dub, probably my favorite play. The other Jalen Williams, I think is kind of intriguing as an OKC option. Not too excited about it as like a value play, but I do think you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, okay, let's go. Grizzlies, Spurs. Grizz are favored by 2.5. Ja Morant is questionable, was present at shoot around. This spread is telling me that Ja Morant's playing, in all honesty. I love this game for a fantasy environment. Sign me up for Triple J. Sign me up for Ja. Sign me up for Bane, for Vassell, for Castle, for Wemby. Like, just a great game to attack. And then the Nets and Lakers. The Nets have stopped trying. They're 11.5 point dogs against the Lakers with a 217.5 point total. Makes me a little concerned with some of the Lakers that they just beat the hell out of Brooklyn. They don't play the fourth quarter. Two things fighting against that. Lakers aren't that good. But also, as we saw last night, a team can blow another team out and still get there. Brooklyn, D'Lo sounds like he's ruled in. Only played like 21 minutes in his first game back. Cam Johnson, same thing, is questionable. Only played 25 or 26 minutes in his first game back. We'll have to wait and see what that minute restriction looks like. But I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by D'Lo here. I think D'Lo could pop, lock, and drop. So kind of excited about that. All right. There we go. Wow. Mouthful, baby. Mouthful. That's what she said. Do me a favor. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel as the people in the chat are doing. Put hashtag early. Though I think the Lakers are relatively healthy except for Dorian Finney-Smith. Anthony Davis and LeBron are both probable. See, one of the issues, and you guys might not know this if you don't follow the NBA super close. One of the issues with how Sorare handles the injury designations, it might be RotoWire, I don't know. But if they're listed as probable, they still put game time decision. Like they did the same thing with Giannis. Like those guys are playing. They're playing. So I'm not too worried about it. They should be good to go. Yeah. And again, apologies for having to go early today. We're only going to go for another 45 minutes, but once in a blue moon, we have Friday evening plans. So I got to get up on out of the city here shortly. So let's go over to our friends over at Top Tier Projections. Let's start taking a peek at some of these bad boys. And then I don't know, we'll start fielding some questions. I still got to build my lineups. I haven't really looked outside of the J. Will and Eubanks securities. Here we go. Let's see what we have. All right, Wembanyama. Wow, the best value on the slate. No, okay. Drew Eubanks. Although this is crazy. Wemby is the second best value on the slate. Now, what that tells me is there's not a lot of value on the slate. That's what this is telling me. So we've got Drew Eubanks here leading the way. Wait, can I get rid of There we go. Drew Eubanks leading the way here with a cap of 14 and a projection for 29. Now, they only have one game this game week, so you're relying on the one game to hit. There is definitely some risk here with Drew Eubanks. Can't stress that enough. Like, there's plenty of different ways Utah can go. They can decide to go small. They can just decide to play Filipowski 40 minutes with Sensabaugh, like Cody Williams. Like, there's a bunch of different ways they could go. There's definitely some risk there. So keep that in mind. But again, Drew Eubanks, cap of 14. I mean, he doesn't have to do much to get there in a really good matchup against the Pelicans. I'm going to be playing him, but just want to put some risk out there. Victor, we mentioned J-Dub. Here we go. Cap at 36, projects for almost 50. So rare fantasy points. They have 2 games this game week. Stephon Castle has a cap of 15. He projects for 28, which is pretty spicy. I like that. It's her. She was asking me about Unrivaled. Yeah, I will be tuning in. Unrivaled sick. Although I have not looked at the schedule. I just been watching like the media stuff, so I got to take a look at that. Cole Anthony projects well again, even though his cap is slowly creeping up. The 2 games helps him out here. Cap of 24, projects for 35. I don't really love the Celtics matchup tonight. However, Celtics really haven't been playing the top-notch defense that we have been grown accustomed to. So I don't know. Maybe there's a way to attack this in a way other people won't, because they'll see the Boston matchup and slow down a little bit. But I do like Cole Anthony quite a bit there in that spot. Speaking of Cole Anthony, the next guy up here is another Magic, Wendell Carter Jr. So no Goga. WCJ gets a little bit of a boost. Why is Castle projecting so well? I believe for the Spurs, I believe Sohan's still out. Let me double check this here. Sohan is out. So that's part of the reason. And he's been playing a little bit better. So both Vassell and Stephon Castle get a little bit of a boost. Windy City said, is it worth it to play both Filipowski and Eubanks in a contender? I mean, I think it depends on who it gets you to. You know, if that gets you to a pretty big name that you're excited about, then yeah. I mean, they don't have to do much to get there. So yeah, I think you can get away with it. We got Ben Johnson in the chat. What up, Ben? All right, we got Jay Will, the other Williams brother of the Oklahoma City. They're not brothers. The Oklahoma City Thunder here. He's got cap of 16 with a projection of 28. Sure, why not? Then it's AD, Anthony Edwards, of course. Paul George still projects really well. We did get word today that Joel Embiid is going to miss another 7 to 10 days. The fluid in the knee, swelling, not great, Bob. So not a ton of Joel Embiid, which means the Paul George, Maxey's Yabusele. Also, it sounds like Drummond was back at practice. He could be a sneaky play. Here's the aforementioned Daniel Gafford here, cap of 21, projection of 32. No Derek Lively. Wanted to mention Derek White here for a second because he does project really well. He's been playing very, very poorly. So I am a little bit hesitant of suggesting people to play this guy because, again, he's just not been great, Bob. I don't really love what we've been seeing from him. I think he's hurt. So I don't know if I would do it. The Kyle Kuzma's been playing pretty poorly. I guess not pretty poorly. He's been hot and he's cold. Shout out Katy Perry. But he was terrible last night. He was really a tough hang. And then there's the Filipowski, Rob Dillybar, Tatum, Maxey. I think that covers most of it. Windy City Assassin just bought a Drummond at $1. All right. Not too shabby. I like that for you. Real quick, I'm going to try to, you know what I'll show you guys? Let's see what Top Tier is telling me to do, since I'm not going to run the optimal for all of you guys, but I will run it for moi. Let's see. Let's do rare in-season champ, and we'll run it. So if Jokic plays, this gives me a Jokic, Eubanks, Mark Williams, Paul George, and J-Dub. So I'm actually going to plug that in right now here. Actually, why don't we got a little bit of time? I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to go over to Sorare. We'll go over here. PJ or Andrew Wiggins news? Oh, no. I'd play PJ Washington over Andrew Wiggins for sure. I'll get to the questions here in a second. Yabusele didn't practice. I think the bigger concern, honestly, is Drummond being back, I think. And no, I didn't get any interesting rewards this game week. Mostly just, I think I picked up a total of 12 rare essence. 12 rare essence. And I would take Vassell over Rudy. I would. They both project pretty similarly. All right. So, really quickly here, I'm just going to enter some of these since, again, I'm going to have to dip out earlier than normal. But we're going to go Jokic. We got Marky Mark. We've got Jalen Williams, who I mentioned. Where are you, J Dub? And then I believe who else we had? We had the Banks Open, Mr. Eubanks. And then that left us with we got to Paul George, I believe. Bam Adebayo's there, Jared Allen. We're just going to ride with Paul George. We're going to ride with Paul George. We're going to submit this one. I'm going to now save this lineup over here on top tier projection. And then it spits out a lineup of Giannis, Ayton, who I'm actually just getting rid of. So it's telling me to play Giannis, Vassell, Bam. We'll start with that, and then we can build the rest of it together. So Giannis, Vassell, and Bam Bigelow. I would take Paul George over Mark Williams, but it's pretty close because I do love the Mark Williams one. Let me filter this so we're not seeing other lineups here. So again, we're going to start with Giannis, as we mentioned. Then we're going to get down to Vassell. And even though Bam has been bad, I mean, the Bam upside is still there for where his cap is at right now. I mean, his cap is all the way down here at wait, why is Harden not? Can we do, what does Harden get us there? That gets us 28. Who was the cheap guy that they told us to throw in? Asar Thompson at 20. I do love Asar Thompson, man. Just got great block and steal upside. That gets us to 36. And then I don't know, maybe we throw in Shaedon Sharpe with 2 games, even though the Bulls have been the Blazers have been just a really tough watch, And then let's build a contender together. Let's see if we got any cheapies here. Let's look at some low cap guys starting at the bottom. Now we're here. We are going to throw Khalil Ware in there with 2 games just because he's a baller and I really like him. He's fun to have on these teams. All right, let's scroll all the way down here. Precious Achua. Achua would be a fun play if we find out what's his name's not going. If we find out no Karl Anthony Towns, maybe we ride with that. Kita's cap is all the way down at 9, so we're going to throw him in there with 2 games. Maybe we get a little bit lucky. Now that leaves us with an average of 31. Let's see if there are any other. Oh, D'Lo for sure. D'Lo with 2 games, you can get in there. We like D'Lo, and that leaves us with 33 average here, and we can still do second one here. We can still do a second one. Like a classic card. It would be fun to get one of these fellas in there. Let's see what we can do. Can we find anybody in like the low 20s? We got Ben Simmons with 2 games. Keldon Johnson with 2 games. Keldon Johnson, actually, or Anthony Black, because there's no Suggs. He's been playing pretty well. Let's throw Anthony Black in there. That gets us to 49. And then we could throw Jaren Jackson Jr. in there with 1 game. Devin Booker in there with 1 game. Cade in there with 1 game. We're going to go Jaren Jackson Jr. because I love his matchup tonight. That's fun. That's a fun lineup. All right, last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build my limited champ, and then you're good to go. We're going to start doing in your questions, all right? But we had to get these in. I focus on myself sometimes. So for limited in champ, it's looking like Jokic, Mark Williams, Cole Anthony, James Harden, and then we figure it out. So Jokic, we got Harden. We got who else did I say? I apologize. Doing too many things at once. Mark Williams and Cole Anthony. Let's get those in there. Mark Williams. We got Cole. It's a Cole world. And then that leaves us with 30 for that last spot. I mean, I just said I don't really like Derek White tonight, but that might be the one that we want here. Trace Jackson Davis, we could do that. Dante. Oh, I didn't realize Dante DiVincenzo was ruled out. We'll just do Derek White with 2 games. All right. We'll stop sharing that. We'll go over back to top tier projections. Reminder, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag early. Let me catch up on some of those. Let's start with Nick Richards here. I'll start with Jakob's question. So Nick Richards now with the Suns, I agree. Like as long as he fits in with the team, he's going to cap at 15, project for 16. Part of that projection is only the 1 game, right? I like the call though. I mean, he's going to get the start. Fleg, thanks. Dude, here we go, Fleg. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Who do you think gets more value if Jokic misses, DeAndre Jordan or Saric? I would go Saric. I just never trust DeAndre Jordan. But the Nick Richards thing I think is pretty good. I think you can do that. Nick Rich, big dick Nick Rich. He should get a lot of run. Best play of 40 and under. I think it's going to be Jalen Williams, right? If we look, cap at 36, projects for 49. If we just sort by projection, the first guy under 40 we get to is Jalen Williams, and then it's Steph Curry, Tyler Hero, Paul George, and that company. So hopefully that was helpful. What else we got here? What else we got? We've got what's up, Vincent? Good to see you, sir. Best 14 and under. Okay. Vincent, what rewards did you get? I got I think I got a total of 12 or 15 rare essence. Maybe I'll craft my essence today, even though I said I was gonna wait for the tier 2, but you bitches were all cranky about it, so maybe I'll do it now. Drew Eubanks, Taylor, that's the best play. The next one that pops after that, you got to scroll all the way down to Rob Dillingham, Sammy Hauser kid. Then you see Justin Edwards, never heard of that man, but he's on the Sixers. So that's and then Cody Williams, if you want to get freaky deaky with some of those Utah Yays. So there we go. What else we got? How are we feeling, Banchero tonight versus Boston? I actually like Paolo tonight. I kind of think that was reading some reports, reading some tea leaves, if you will, that it sounds like Mr. Paolo might get his minute limit restriction lifted. And if that happens, Paolo becomes a smash. What Rui saying with no DFS had a good game. Yeah, and JJ Redick mentioned he wanted to try more double bigs. Rui right now, cap at 20 with a projection of 25. I would say his ceiling's probably only like 28, so you're probably not getting like massive game, but a great contender play. Great contender play. Yeah, the guy Santos. That's tough, man. That's tough for a tier 2. I want to send my rare essence. Oh, send it over, Badavine. Send it. I don't know how you do that. Who do you think will pop off on Portland? Well, Justine, it's not Anthony Simons these days. Simons has been a real bummer. A real bummer from Anthony Simons. I think out of all of them, I like Scoot and Shaden Sharp the most right now. We can see Sharp, his a cap of 33, I believe it is. He projects for 35. Scoot projects for 22, so he doesn't project as well. But I think that's wrong, especially because Denny's been missing time. Jeremy Granson missing time. Simons, let's see. Simons' cap is 35. I straight up don't think you can play him right now. Not till he gets traded or his cap comes down. It's because it's brutal. It's brutal out there. Feel like you need to get AD in a lineup versus the Nets. Yeah, I'm gonna build. I'll build another one. But I'm not playing AD over Giannis. You know, that's the thing. I'm not playing AD over Giannis. Can't do it. And so, I mean, like if AD misses, if Jokic misses, it's very easy to pivot and play AD instead of Jokic. But I don't know. Thoughts on Pritchard with the Celtics with the back-to-back? Yeah, and honestly, it goes back. He's going to cap at 25, projects for 28. Goes back to what I was saying about Derek White, though. Like, I'm pretty nervous about that Derek White injury. And he's just been bad, man. And like we saw in the most recent game in the loss against Toronto, like Pritchard just straight up played more minutes than him. Can you try to squeeze AD and Jokic together? I don't think so. I think I'm giving up a lot of ceiling. We can try to look at it though. You managed to craft twice. It's free to play guy. Wow, there we go. Zubac though is huge. SJ and Hauser or AD and Keyshawn George. I think I would go AD and Keyshawn George because I don't know how much I trust the Hauser stuff. I think that's what I would do. Yeah, the problem with Harden this game week, the reason why he's not projecting super duper, he still has a cap of 34 and projects for 41. It's because they only have one game. But it is against the Lakers, the Battle of LA, Lakers and Clippers. So that should be a fun one. We got Matu is saying Devin Vassell and PJ Washington or Keegan and Amen. Man, I freaking love Amen Thompson. I think they only have one game though. So Amen is a cap at 33, projects for 37, right? Keegan, on the other hand, has he projects for 28. So what's that? 57, 65. So that gives you 65, right? And the other one was Vassell and PJ. So Vassell 39, Washington 30. So that's 69. Nice. So there you go. That's pretty close though. So I think you pick what you like the best. But I think I would lean Vassell and PJ. For this one, I would take Harden over PJ. Like I know no, Dallas only has one game too. Yeah, it's for sure Harden. The only thing that you could talk me into PJ Washington is if Kyrie got ruled out before lock, but I think Kyrie's playing tonight, so I'm not really interested in that. Yeah, I think so. So here's the thing, right? This is a dumb take. This is a really dumb take that I'm about to say, so forgive me. But if Jokic doesn't play tonight, the injury's real, right? So, like, if he plays tonight, I think he's playing both games. If he doesn't play tonight, I don't think he's playing either game. I know that's not really helpful, but that's kind of so he's either playing both or none. IMO, in my opinion. So if we get word before lock that he's ruled out, I'm probably saving Jokic and I'll use him in a daily lineup or something, or my second champion lineup. But when I have three MVP options of Jokic, AD, and Giannis, I think he'd come in third for me in that. And yeah, Kings versus Wizards. So there you go. Keegan Murray. Kings look a lot better, too. Kings look a lot better. Let's remind the people, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Go do it. Go do it. Put hashtag early into the chat. That gives you a shot at a rare tier card. Rare tier card right there. Also, real quick, I'm going to plug HoopSense one more time. So if you haven't checked out HoopSense yet, go over here. I'm going to drop a link in the chat, but look at this. Although it's showing an ad right now, so that's not helpful. That's not helpful. We don't want to see the ad. Let's do it like this. We'll go. There it is. There it is right there. Only 70 views. We got to get them views up, baby. We got to get them views up. I'm going to share a link to the chat, into the chat right now. Go take a look at that if you don't mind. Yeah, somebody was saying OG or Kuzma. Yeah, man, I like Kuzma was so bad last game. I think if Karl-Anthony Towns is out, I lean OG Anunoby. If Karl-Anthony Towns is in, I lean Kyle Kuzma. But it's a tough spot. That's a tough spot to be in. All right, I've decided I'm going to craft. We just got to kill some time. I feel bad that we went early tonight or today. Let's craft. Let's craft, baby. Where are we doing it at? Essence. We got 135. We're going to slide to craft. This is a tier 3 right here. Let's do it. And unless there's any objection for the crafting, you guys want it. You guys want it. Do we think? No. He won't replace Derek White. No, I just think Derek White's hurt. Did that just happen? Paul George just got a Q tag for tomorrow? There we go. Yeah, Paul George questionable for Saturday. Sixers do have 2 games, right? Or do they only have 1? Let me see. Paul George, what are you doing, Paul? Paulie George. They got 2 games. I think I'm still rolling with Paul George there. That does limit his ceiling, though. If you don't think he's playing both games, we also got Caleb Martin is out. Andre Drummond probable. Drummond like a sneaky play, honestly. So we're still waiting on Jokic, Towns. I think Ja Morant's playing. Brandon Miller, Kyrie, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon. Man, Russ becomes a smash too. I didn't realize Aaron Gordon was done. All right. Let's do it. Not a lot of people said don't do it. I think you'd still play Paul George. I think you can. 2 games. You can do it. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Pump in the essence. Pump the essence. Reveal the card. Charlotte Hornets. Mark Williams. What a pull! Let's go! Mark Williams. What a hit, baby! Bang, 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 bang. We love to see it. That was a sick pull. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude, I've been saying the whole time, you're supposed to pull at 2. Hey, George, where's George at? Where's George St. Ledger? You see that? That's how you do it, George. Come on, George. What a dub there. What a dub. Stream boost. You're damn right. Wow, what a W. Mark Williams has been set free, as the chat is saying, too. Absolutely. Totally agree. He's been finally set free. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. That was huge. We do need to get Mark on the stream. Mark Williams, Devin Vassell, we're super fans over here. Influencer like, yeah, I know. Yeah, well, all 60 of you are here. Time to change all your lineups? Well, no, you just play 2 Mark Williams instead of 1. I tell you what, though, we are going to give away 2 rare tier cards, I think. That inspired you to craft. We'll give away 2 since that was a good pull. Not the Mark Williams, though. Everybody freaking relax. We're not giving away the Mark Williams. But let's give away the first rare tier card right now, since we got some time here. This is going to be the first one. So like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag early into the chat. Let's see. We have 69 rare tier cards. Isn't that sick? This is what we're gonna do. Let's see. Trevelin Queen, baby. Trevelin Queen about to be on the move here. This is for a Trevelin Queen. Trevelin Queen. Here we go. And again, we're gonna do a second one. This is gonna be 2 rare tier cards. Trevelin Queen, winner. Who's it gonna be? Daniel Pedro. There we go, Daniel. Good W. Speaking of which, we got to get Justine his car. Is it Justin? Justine? I need correct pronunciation, so I'm not making a fool out of myself up here. All right, we're going to send you your card right now. But there we go. That Trevelin rare tier card, Queen, is yours. We're still doing. Actually, we'll do a different. Giveaway here. Let's do or different code word, if you will, so that way we're only rewarding the people that are here. Let's just do, since it's the return of Jimmy Buckets, let's do this. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag heat culture. All right, let's trade here. Let's add a card. Let's sort by some rarefied, airified. Let's see. We'll give away another Magic Man that's still playing right now, so it still counts. All right, there we go. Caleb Houston, on your way. There we go. So yeah, put hashtag heat culture. That'll be the second one we give away here. Let me check in here with a couple of things. Let's make sure we didn't get any more new news. Let's see. I don't think so. The most recent. All right. So, Yabusele also questionable. All right. So I'm going to actually look at the marketplace right now. Let's see what Drummond's price is. We're going to buy a Drummond right now. Andre Drummond now, listen, this might flame out. This Drummond take might flame out. But if Yabusele is ruled out and there's no Joel Embiid, he's going to play how many minutes is he going to play? He's going to play 30 minutes. Now, Drummond, I think, is kind of bad at basketball, but I think that's a great potential play there. I think that's a great potential play for Andre Drummond. While we're waiting for some more. Yeah, guys, feel free to continue to ask questions. Yeah, Bonafide. That you could definitely do that as well. Let's go figure out a Sorare build right now. Let's go figure out a Sorare build because I want to see if I can get. So we build. Let's delete this rare champ and this one. And this one. Let's do this from the beginning. Someone wanted me to get Jokic and AD in the same lineup, right? All right, so that leaves us with what? 23 the rest of the way. So we go Eubanks. Leaves us with 27. We go Drum Dog Millionaire. That leaves us with 40. Wow. Şengün against the Blazers? No, we can't do that. It's going to be... Okay, so we could do Desmond Bane. We could do Miles Bridges. We could do Kyrie. I honestly don't think that's the move. Because I think we want Jalen Williams in there. You know what we should do, though? Let's look at this, actually. Let's look at a rare contender here. So if we put in Eubanks, if we put in Drummond, what is that? That leaves us with an average of 30, right? We could put in Williams here. That leaves us with 27. Oh, I thought he was lower than that. I want to see, is there anybody super... I'm not going to do this. I'm just playing around. Was there anybody that I was missing over here? No. Nah. Because I was we could just go Asar Thompson, right? That leaves us with 35. And then you just put in Mark Williams. I don't think we're going to do that, though. I think the right build here is still Jokic. I think it's still Eubanks. I think it's still Williams. Although I kind of like Drummond more than Eubanks right now. Because, like, at least it's 55. I mean, we could do that. Oh, no, we can't because it has to be in season. I mean, if we took, what if we did Anthony Davis? What if we said leads with 40? Oh, yeah, we just did this. Close to a Kevin Durant. That would have been kind of spicy. I don't know. What do you guys think? What does the chat think? Oh, that's your first rare card? Hell yeah. Not a top 3 team, TBH. Is Derek Jones Jr. a bad play? Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, it's not a terrible play, but I think you can do better in that range. Wemby over Giannis for sure. I flip my Drummond, Mike. Single-handedly changes the market. There you go. Good shit, man. Good shit. You need 126 cap for a limited contender. Yeah, let's look at the projections here. Let's see what we can do for our guy Evan right now, huh? Let's see what we can do for Evan. All right, where's projections? Here we go. All right, what did you say was 26? Oh yeah, we can do much better than that. 26. Sorted by a guy named Paul. That's not helpful. Here we go. Like Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr. Actually, let's do it by. Let's sort by cap, less than or equal to 26. Apply it. And then let's do by projection. All right, so Cole Anthony and Wendell Carter Jr. are the 2 highest projected. I actually like Daniel Gafford a little bit more than both of these, but Cole, Carter, Gafford. Now, Yabusele takes a hit here. I know he projects for 32 if he's not going to play that game. The Kuz, I think Kuzma's fine. I like Bilal Coulibaly with 2 games. Jeremy Grant, I don't think we know if he's playing yet. Yeah, he's questionable, so I would not play Jeremy Grant. Eubanks, but there's some options for you. But yeah, you look at Derek Jones Jr., man, he projects for 15. So you could do better than that for sure. Like depending on what your gallery's looking like. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, Keegan Murray is a nice 25 cap. Oubre and Miles Turner projections. So Oubre's not going to be updated yet. Right now he's got a cap of 30 with a projection of 37. If you think Paul George misses, put that up to like 42. Would be my guess anyways. And Mr. Lego Man, Miles Turner, cap of 34, projection of 34. So there you go with that. There you go with 34 and 34. So it's not too sexy, but it's still a little bit of sex. A little bit of sex. Yeah, we did that one already. Downton Jr. Yeah, you can get there. Şengün and Bone. Again, guys, the Sixers ones probably won't be updated all the way. The Goon projects for 43. Bona right now projects for 0. But again, we won't have that information. We need to it's not going to be updated yet. So it's not going to be updated yet. So we gotta stand and wait for that info. What else we got? Best 36 and under. Yeah, it's going to be most of those other ones. Jalen Williams for sure is the best one. Let's do the filter again. Less than or equal to 36. And we'll sort by projection. So you got Jalen Williams, Paul George, but a little bit scary. Derek White, a little bit scary. I would rank them Jalen Williams, Ja Morant, James Harden, Mark Williams, then Paul George, Derek White. That's how I'd rank them. Kobe White projects okay with 2 games. Vassell, same thing. You got Josh Giddey, who I don't know how many people are going to be playing because they're going to see that questionable mark. He's actually, I think Giddey's a decent play this game week. So there's that. There's that as well. All right, let's see what else we got. Building the lineups now. There we go. Got some new posters on the wall for playback. What? Oh, you got some new posters on the wall. There you go. Hell yeah. Eubanks. Yep, he's the one who projects for 29. Projects for 29, but I mentioned this. It's only 1 game. A little bit nerve-wracking. I would definitely. Oh yeah, get on Khalil, dude. Evan. Listen, Evan, I'm happy you're here, man. I want you to know I did like 55 shows about Khalil Ware all summer long. All summer long. I've played him the last 3 game weeks too. So, yeah, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Choo-choo, the Khalil Ware train is leaving. I would take Scoot over Middleton. Way more upside. You're looking at Wemby, AD, Castle, Eubanks, and J-Dub. Yeah, that's fire. Wemby, 8. Yeah, that's a fire lineup. I do think Castle has some upside. You suggested a Paris restaurant for JD and Skeets. There you go. Hell yeah. Are you going this year? I know you were there last year, right? I think you were. SAR has a cap of 28, a projection of 32. SAR, I will say, man, Alex Starr coming on a little bit stronger lately. We love to see that. Been playing a little bit better, a little bit more consistent. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, let me catch back up here. Sorry, just checking some injury news, making sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, Yabusele was the last piece of bit of info. Does it look like it, or many teams with just one game? Yeah, I mean the schedules have been pretty spread out the last couple of weeks, so I don't think we're seeing as many here. If we sort by, let's see, less than or equal to 2. Let's do that, and then I can't do like. Let's see. OKC's got a couple games. Spurs got a couple games. Magic got a couple games. Sixers with a couple. Wizards with a couple. Minnesota with a couple. That might be it. Boston with a couple. The Bulls with a couple. So it's pretty spread out. It's pretty spread out. Pretty spread out this game week. All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. All right, we're back. Heroes 39. Sure, yeah. Was there alternatives to 40. Oh, I see. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, Hero's pretty solid. Let me clear this. Let's just sort by projection here. Jalen Williams too. Like I know we just keep saying his name. He's gonna just project off the charts, man. He's gonna project off the freaking shots. But under 40, right? So you see Jalen Williams, Steph Curry, Tyler Hero, the 3 highest projected guys, followed by Paul George. And then you see Dame Time, Jalen Brown's over there. Alpi Shengun, we mentioned. Bam, Scam out of bio. Austin Reeves caps all the way to 40. No, thank you. And then it'd probably stop there. Those are the best alternatives that we got. Kamara, Middleton, or Dinwiddie. I think I would rank them. I mean, like, if we don't have, like, the Kyrie news, it's hard to play Dinwiddie, you know? Dinwiddie right now projects for 22. Middleton projects for 30. Kamara projects for 26. I actually rank him Kamara, Middleton, and then Dinwiddie. I'm going to give Kamara the lean just in case Jeremy Grant and Denny miss more time. You got Giannis, Khalil, DeJounte, Spencer, and Simons. What do we think? Yeah, I mean, that's got a ton of upside. Simons has been so frustrating, at least for me personally lately. But that's definitely has the upside there. It definitely has the upside. There we go, Nick Gaiman. Little Busta. Good to see you. Gafford, yeah, we had just pulled him out. He's got a cap of 21. He projects for 32. I think that's a low-end projection, though. I think that there's some ceiling there. I would go Jaylen Brown over Amen Thompson this game week. Celtics have 2 games. Rockets only have 1 game. Also, with Fred VanVleet missing the most recent game, Tari Eason back in the lineup, I could see Amen Thompson sitting sometime soon. That's total projection. I don't know that to be true. For a second lineup with MVP, would you go Jokic? I would rank them Jokic, Giannis, SGA. And then hopefully the game starts at 8 p.m. between Denver and Miami. Hopefully we have the news. Did anyone already ask about Jericho Sims? You don't think Cat's playing tonight, Vuvuzelas? Is that what you're saying? You don't think he's playing? Sims does not project right now. He's a decent play. I think I would prefer Precious Achua, honestly, who's got a cap of 12. And if Cat misses, I think there's more upside there. But you could play Jericho Sims if you wanted to. Castle is so much better than Eubanks. Yeah, but Jazz again, Badavine, the Jazz are without everybody. Walker Kessler, John Collins, Lowry Markkinen, Johnny Juzang, Jordan Clarkson. Like they're without freaking everybody this game week. Somebody was asking about the Drummond. We're not going to have updated Drummond projections. So Yabusele right now is projecting for 30. Drummond only projects for 17. If Yabusele, who just got listed as questionable, misses, Drummond is going to project for like 35, 40. Because they'll be without Embiid, potentially without Paul George. Like they're going to be without a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes. So that is the direction I would go. I think, anyways. Methinks. All right, let's see. Anything else here? Yeah, not financial advice, of course. Let's play the drop. Not financial advice, so I can take a sip of water. I can feel my throat getting sore. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? Nick Richards projects for 15. Gabe Vincent projects for ass. He's going to cap at 13, projects for 15. So if you want to do it, you can do it. We just looked through a list of guys that were projecting for less than or the cap that was 14 or less. So I'll do it again for 13 or less, but everybody should watch. Sam Hauser at the highest projection here. Cap at 13, projection of 21. Then it's Gabe Vincent, Eric Gordon. You got Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Not a lot of good stuff. It's kind of fugly down here. Well, let's sort by projection, actually. Oh, no, that was by projection. Rob Dillingham's in there. Justin Edwards, Cody Williams. There you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Sixers are so cooked. Yeah, bottom line, Stephon Castle is a way better basketball player, but just for fantasy. I think I already said this, but he projects for 15. Gafford, guys, I just said this one. Where are you going? Why aren't you listening? Also, was that to your question, Vincent? Because I will fight you. He projects for 32. Gafford projects for 32, but I think his ceiling is a lot higher. I'm scrolling up to see if it was you that asked about the Daniel Gafford projection. It was you asked. I already answered it. Vincent, look at that sweet ass photo though. But come on, Vincent. Oh shit. I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. That's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop. All right, respect. My bad. All right, we got a few more minutes here before I got a dippity-doo. Let's remind the people, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hashtag Heat Culture. Heat it up. Culture it up. Again, I apologize for having to do this early today and not being able to do live after dark. I know live after dark is a fun one. We enjoy it quite a bit. It was a bummer for me that I couldn't do it, but schedule required it, baby. Schedule required it. Yeah, we'll end with Luka Magic here, Common Man. We can end with that one. Let's see. What else was I going to do here before we wrapped up? There was a couple more questions, I think. I wonder, do you think Brandon Miller plays tonight? I can't get a read on that. Oh my God. No, I can't do it again. It was like Sam Hauser. Sam Hauser was the best one. Curry's projecting for like 43, I believe. 43, I think. Best cap of 24 and under. Let's see. 24 and under is Cole Anthony. He's got a cap of 24, projects for 35. You got Daniel Gafford, Kyle Kuzma, big suggestions. And then also another suggestion here, Lou freaking Dort. Hell yeah. Let me give the Luka Magic for our guy. We're just like playing the hit. Luka Magic. Good thing my headphones cut. There you go, Vincent. All right, guys. I got to still build my lineups after all of that. I got to go build all my lineups, and then I got to get on out of here. Yeah, D-Mitch was in the torture chamber. You're absolutely right. Before we do this giveaway, now that I switched so it's not ads, seriously, if you guys wouldn't mind, would love to get people to go over there and engage with this video. Look at that face, looking hot over there. Come on, look, we're having fun. Look at that sick-ass hat Trey's wearing. We got some clips in there. Come on, look at this. We got clips. We got everything. So do me a favor. Go watch this the second we're done here. All right. You don't have live before lock to watch since we're here right now. So go watch that. And you know what? Listen, even if you don't want to listen to it, just like let it play. Justine, do we have a podcast? Yeah, man. Not only do we have this podcast, not only do we have we have Elite Fantasy Hoops, we have Hoop Sense, and then we have another channel, by the way, guys, where we do a show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll go over there now. This is from this morning. We do the NBA bit over here, the NBA bit. So you guys should all be subscribed over there as well. Marco was saying Aaron Gordon playing or what? Nah, he's questionable. We don't know. And that's right. You can go watch playback tonight too as well. Yeah, the 89 Cavs also lives on that channel as well. So yeah, go subscribe to all the things. We gotta pump it up. Gotta pump those numbers up, baby. All right, we gotta roll. We gotta roll. Go watch playback tonight. Go watch all the stuff that I just shared with you. Let's give away the second rare tier card because if you missed it, we crafted a Mark Williams rare tier card. Suck it, George. I'm just kidding. I miss George. I didn't say what he was sucking. You know, he could be doing whatever he wanted. And they're speaking of winning a rare tier card. Look at Tatey making his return. He won. He won one last show. We will be back on Monday, normal schedule. I got something special planned next week, too. Should be a fun one. No, you do not get that Mark Williams. You do not. That's not what we're giving away. Nice try. Nice try. Here we go. Winner. Who's it going to be? Let's see. It is going to Il Joker. There we go. Congrats, Il Joker. Do me a favor. Also, for everybody else, too, because if you ever win, you need to know how to find me. Make sure you join our Discord here. I'm going to drop a link into the chat. I'm giving you guys a lot of links. Link in the chat here. Just join the Discord. Go shoot me a DM, or you can find me on x.com at Mike Zakarian so we can get you that rare tier card. Congrats on the W. And maybe this is a good sign right here. Il Joker. Maybe we get maybe the Joker plays tonight. Oh, also, real quick, I know we said early live before lock tonight, and we're back to the regularly scheduled programming on Monday. We actually aren't. Monday, I believe, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which also means basketball starts at like noon, I think. So I imagine lock is going to be early on Monday, which means we'll probably do our NBA bit show at 9 a.m. and roll that right into live before lock. So stay tuned. I'll tweet about it. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll do all that stuff. So we'll have to just stay tuned. Stay tuned because I totally forgot about it. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Best of luck. Let's get after it. Apologies for the schedule change, but deal with it.